I call on the representative of Pakistan.
Mr. President, today we heard the familiar rhetoric from one member state. What was said was predictable. An attempt to malign Pakistan, relying on rhetoric and disinformation, yet as always, completely devoid of facts. So let me state those facts clearly. Mr. President, Pakistan has sacrificed over 90,000 lives in fighting terrorism. Its sacrifices are recognized globally. We are one of the strongest pillars in leading global efforts for combating terrorism, as also highlighted by my Prime Minister at this forum. The malicious accusations about terrorism by this one country, unfortunately by our neighbor, are a deliberate attempt to repeat lies. And to keep doing that until they are accepted as the truth. But as we know, that is far from ground realities. This country is not just a serial perpetrator of terrorism, it is a regional bully, a net destabilizer for the entire region, holding South Asia hostage to its hegemonic designs and radical ideology that regrettably inspires hate, divisions, and xenophobia. So let me put that in perspective. First, this country is in the league of those who illegally occupy territories, oppress populations, and violate fundamental human rights, as in the case of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. State terrorism in the form of extrajudicial killings, arbitrary arrests, detentions, stage encounters, and collective punishment under the cover of counter-terrorism. Second, it is this country which runs a sinister cross-border terrorist web and clandestine networks through its proxies, both inside Pakistan and beyond. This country also holds the distinction of having its serving naval officer working for its intelligence agency, Commander Kulbhushan Jadhav, caught red-handed by Pakistan, involved in heinous acts of terrorism and sabotage. Third, we heard the bizarre and untenable claims surrounding the Pehalgam incident. It has become a routine script now. Whenever an incident occurs, Pakistan is reflexively blamed, without evidence, without logic, and without any investigation. Pakistan, as a responsible state, joined other members of the Security Council in condemning the Pehalgam incident. Moreover, Pakistan offered an independent and credible investigation, an offer that was flatly rejected. No surprise that till this day, no evidence related to that incident has been shared by this country. And then using that incident as a pretext and in gross violation of international law, blatant aggression was mounted against Pakistan between 7 and 10th May, which resulted in the loss of 54 innocent lives, 15 of them children, 13 women. To this, my country delivered a befitting, yet carefully calibrated response, exercising our right to self-defense under Article 51 of the UN Charter. This multi-domain response was directed solely at military targets and resulted in downing of multiple aircrafts, along with other significant military setbacks for the aggressor. Mr. President, this country's behavior sets a dangerous precedent for international legal order. It is a template for states that seek to violate international law, undertake extraterritorial assassinations, threaten their neighbors, and commit acts of blatant aggression. Such unlawful and reckless behavior must not be ignored by the international community. Pakistan remains committed to peace. More than 1.9 billion people of South Asia, a quarter of the world's population, deserve prosperity and stability. But these goals cannot be achieved through threats and intimidation. True progress requires sincerity, mutual respect, dialogue, and diplomacy. Principle Pakistan has upheld, and principles which India must finally choose to embrace if it truly seeks peace. I thank you.